YouTube, Sogyo here, and on such a sunny, bright day like this, you may find yourself looking up at the sky, but you'll notice a weird thing as you gaze upwards, which is these weird white dots moving around in completely random directions just all around your field of vision. Like, what are they, and why are they happening in the first place? Well, it has to do with white blood cells, because in your eyes there is the lens, of course, and the iris, which is at the front of your eyes. The iris is the coloured bit, and there's the lens onto which it focuses light, but this then goes on to the retina. The retina is, of course, the back of your eye. It contains cone cells that help detect light and which colours of light. They're very integral for vision in the most basic way. And they, of course, need to have capillaries to supply blood and oxygen and energy to them. So they, of course, have these capillaries which are incredibly tiny. You have capillaries all over your body, but not even all of them are visible, though, because they're so small. And in fact, these capillaries are normally only around 1 cell wide. Now, normally you'll just have red blood cells traveling through them, but you also have white blood cells in your body, of course, because without them you would die if you were to get the slightest of infections in your body. And so white blood cells are constantly running through your body, but they aren't actually anywhere near as common as red blood cells. They're a lot less common because they aren't as necessary in the quantities of red blood cells. White blood cells are also larger than red blood cells. If the average red blood cell were the size of a human, then the largest white blood cells, which are macrophages, would be the size of rhinos, just to put them into scale with one another. And when you have white blood cells travel through your eyes, they interact with the light differently. They don't have hemoglobin, unlike red blood cells. And hemoglobin and red blood cells in general actually absorb a lot more blue light, and of course the colour of the sky is, well, blue. But the thing is, with white blood cells, they are more transparent, and white itself will just absorb less blue light than red-coloured objects. And there is a specific frequency of light, a wavelength of about 950 nanometers, where, if it were to run through your white blood cells, it will be able to pass through them at a very noticeably higher rate than through red blood cells. And this frequency of light happens to basically be the frequency of the light in the sky. So, when you look upwards, most of the light is travelling through at a normal rate, being partially blocked by your red blood cells and your capillaries. But when a white blood cell travels past an object of light, it will cause more light to go through the capillary than it would have gone through if there were just a red blood cell there, causing it to appear brighter, as there is a greater reaction on your retina itself to that higher amount of light, causing that weird white object that you see.